To be honest, I don't think it's going to actually be.
I don't know. I mean, this is our first time
Yeah.
working with you.
You know, Taraj was saying that you pull them up twice and that's it, but I don't think that that's the case. I mean, I think we'll be okay. It's usually just find any sort of blade or anything to.
Yeah. Well, I use a knife sometimes.
Just to get the edge of the carpet tile. So first off, remember you'll have a set of plans that'll show you, you know, you look on the mechanical drawings and you'll be able to figure out, okay, I got access to a VAV here or something, right? And then you can even dimension, we'll give you dimensions off the walls, finished walls, and it'll get you, you know, roughly, you know, within a foot of this area, you pull up a tile and that tile, pull up the carpet tile and the access tile will be marked access. So you have to pull up tile around it to find one.
Do we have, in the drawings, the register's going to be on the drawings?
These?
Yes.
They're not on it currently, just so it doesn't get too muddy, but they can be.
It would be good to have it as an additional layer, just because that's
Just
one
have
thing.
these?
Just, that's, at least we know where that is.
That's true, okay.
And that way, wherever we're at, we don't have to go back to the wall necessarily.
Right, right.
Oh, that'd be great. And then these arrows all point the same way on the carpet. So when you take them off, see the arrows pointing.
Oh, sure. Gotcha, okay.
So the easiest way to do it is to pull up and lay it flat upside down so you don't get,
But if you do mix them up, just remember all the arrows go that way.
and you can see it when you lay it out too. There's a certain direction, or I mean, you know, these grooves all go in one direction. If you put it this way, it obviously doesn't work. So assuming it's this tile, right?
The directional arrows don't necessarily serve a purpose other than to say that all these are laid this way.
Yeah, yeah. Just enough to get to this tile. Now these are all taped, remember, so what we do is, because it's such low airflow, we cut the tape, but we're not taping it back. There's not really any need for it. The carpet, it's kind of up to you guys, but it makes it easier to get to, so you just cut right through it.
And at the diffuser, how does that pull up around the diffuser?
Same thing, the diffuser's not attached to anything, you pull up the tile the same way. You can pull up the diffuser, that just got clips on the other end, but
You want to use number 3 bit when you do it? We'll strip it out and use number 2.
What do you want to do?
So with these type of tiles, you pull them out just until it's still a little bit threaded.
This is the part I was.
Because there's a thread inside here. Plastic. So when you pull these up, you might want to take this out of your way. You want to kind of get these screws and bend them inward.
These aren't, it's this.
Like that. You want to bend these. If you just try to lift up on the screws, they're going to come right out.
Gotcha.
But you got to kind of just bend them towards each other. And be careful of your fingers, because if you drop these, it'll kind of hurt. This way, you know? But I mean, you want to, when you lift it up, you want to get it up above and grab your fingers under it. Because if you lift it up just a little bit and you drop it down,
Yeah.
you'll crunch it down. I've done it before.
How brittle are these? Are you finding it? Have any of them broken in the job?
Not
If they get
often.
dropped?
I mean, only if you, I don't know if you're running lifts over certain areas and you catch it a certain way, but no. I mean, these full tiles will handle, I think the load was 1200 PSI, I think it was or something. It's pretty solid. I mean, you won't crack it by just tapping a corner or anything.
Do we have spares of these two?
Yeah.
The tiles.
Yep. There's 2 full pallets of them in 1313.
Are they there right now? Can we get all this?
They are there right now. No, well, so we started delivering stuff and then the Brill told us to hold it. But, yeah, there is a set of them over there that you could replace any of these. And it's just like concrete, you cut it the same way. It's just concrete on a little metal pan, right? So there's 2 types of access floor out here. This is everywhere, basically, and there's another type that's only in IDF rooms, and then that little AV room down there.
Linoleum kind of.
Yeah. With the plastic laminate on top of it. So that's how you pull them out. You send them off to the side. And this side's really sticky from the carpet glue, right? So keep that in mind. When you put it back, kind of the same process.
Just put the 2 corners in. And then you can grab these again and pinch them towards you. If you got to pinch them in, or the screws will fall right out.
You don't really need like a lifting device of this type or anything. So you screw them right back in. And we have not gone to retape these, but I don't think that,
The carpet
you really
covers over the hole, so it blocks the air from coming out.
So just pull it.
It's not like a data center where you have full ducted airways, right? I mean, there's not even any duct on this side. It stops over there, and you have just the socks that extend to right about where you're sitting. That's about it. So when you lay the carpet back down, you got to be pretty careful. That's probably the most time-consuming part. You know, is getting it right and tight and everything, and it may take a couple tries sometimes, and making sure it's totally tight. But I mean, that's.
You just fold the seams over. I think point that way.
Just getting it tight in there.
Now, have you guys had any issues with the carpet yet? These tiles?
No.
Coming up on the ends or corners?
Oh, not at all, no. I also haven't dealt with these myself. I don't know if if the glue will be
Yeah.
not as good later on, but we haven't had any trouble with it yet.
We don't need to add any sort of tack material to that if we pull it up a couple times.
Usually where you'll find the issue with carpet is either sometimes when you buy a carpet tile, there's types where the adhesive is on the bottom of it already. It's kind of like a sticker, you know, you peel it off and you stick it right on.
Yeah.
When you pull the carpet off, the adhesive's on the carpet. That's when you really kind of lose your adhesion, is when you do that a couple times and it picks up everything. But this, you know, we basically taped everything, rolled on the carpet glue, and that's when you pull it up, it's the bottom of the carpet tile doesn't really have where the glue is. It's really on the tile itself. And so I think that's not as big of a problem. As long as you're not leaving it open and you have, you know, you're getting dust and everything all over it, then it won't stick. But otherwise, I think you're fine. Because I mean, nothing's getting on it right now. Probably you pull it 10, 15 times.